Good day everyone, I'm Jason Rolaki from Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science 2A, and I will tackle the chapter 2 which is the cell of the basic unit of life. First, let me read the objectives. A. Determine the development of cell theory. B. Identify the structure of cell and its functions. C. Appreciate the importance of cells in all living organisms. Cells are the basic unit of life. They can give information about the life processes of an organism. Let's start with the development of cell theory. It wasn't a sudden discovery, but rather a process of built upon the work of many brilliant minds. First is Robert Hooke. His early observations using a microscope lead to the term cell. Next is Robert Brown. He discovered that cells have nucleus. Next is Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. Improvements to the microscope revealed the existence of microorganisms. Later on, Matthias Schleiden and Theodor Schwann proposed that all plants and animals are made of cells, forming the basis of cell theory. Finally, Rudolf Virchow added the crucial concept that all cells come from pre-existing cells. Before we discuss the functions and structures of a cell, let us first determine what is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, what is prokaryotes? It is the cells without nucleus. From the word pro, which means is before, and karyon, which means nut or kernel. Prokaryotes is organism cell of which do not have nucleus. They lack membrane-bound nucleus or karyon. They include bacteria and cyanobacteria. So, what is eukaryotes? It is the cells with nucleus, which means true, and karyon, which means nut or kernel. Eukaryotes are organisms whose cells have a nucleus, demarcated from the cytoplasm by nuclear membrane. Eukaryotes include animals, plants, and fungi. Now, let's explore the structure of a typical plant cell and animal cell. Animal cell is a small mass of protoplasm, externally limited by a cell membrane and containing a roughly spherical nucleus enclosed in its envelope. Plant cells form the basic unit of life in organisms of the plantae kingdom and are classified as eukaryotic cells, meaning their nucleus is within a nuclear envelope. There are three fundamental parts of the cell. This is the cell membrane, a protective barrier controlling what enters and exits the cell. The outer boundary of the cell that separates its contents from its external environment. It is jelly-like material where the organelles are suspended. It is the site for cell growth and expansion. Next is nucleus, the control center of the cell. It contains genetic material or DNA. Mitochondria is one of the organelles of cytoplasm. It is the powerhouse of the cell, site of production of energy. Endoplasmic reticulum, a folded membrane that contains a network of tubes that act as the passageways of materials. There are two types of ER or endoplasmic reticulum. First is the smooth ER. A smooth ER does not have ribosomes and fat metabolisms. Next is rough ER. It has ribosomes and the protein synthesis and packaging. Ribosomes are attached to RER. It is the main site of protein synthesis and composed of RNA and proteins. To know more, subscribe on my channel. Thank you.